You're listening to the glorious House of Gainz podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank. What's going on, everybody? This is Robert Frank, and this is the glorious House of Gainz podcast. I am at the round table of testosterone, which is actually a square. Today's date is November 20th, which is not hump day, but if it was hump day, yeah, you know that shit. To my right, we have eating a mozzarella stick and a loaf of bread with a Coke Zero, Joey Bag of Donuts. What's up, Joe?
Confess your love to biceps. He will always let you down.
To his right, we have the man that's controlling all the buttons and making sure that this shit runs for you guys, the Pody, the host of This Week in Sports. Ooh, is that you, Joey? Fucking shit up again? No, I'm just kidding. And to his right, we have
glorious House of Gainz podcast.
Dumb motherfucker.
It is me. All right, so we had a little bit of technical difficulties there, guys. To his right, to the Pody's right, we have back in the seat, Vinny Bag of Chips Vegas. How are you, Vin?
Hey.
That was boring.
It was good?
No,
is it on?
Yeah, I think we're live. I think we're good. Are we good?
Oh, wow.
There's a little bit of a tape delay, but it's all great.
Have you not done this before?
I did it once.
To his right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the staple, jacked man with the permanent tan, Ray Worldwide. What's up, Ray?
What's going on? Yes, sir. Your boy's in the building. Everybody in the building. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy. So we are minus a Mr. Tricep tonight, but we will carry on and we will bring a great show for you guys. We'll have someone else cover the pet peeve of the week. Vinny, let's have you real quick take over Jimmy's pet peeve of the week. Do you have a pet peeve this week, Jimmy?
No, I don't. I never have one.
You didn't have to do it.
I know. I just on the spot, you know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Jim. You never have one, though, if you're watching.
Shout out to Big Jim. So check this out. All right, so what we're going to do here is I promised all the bros and broettes that I was going to give away this fucking bottle of Hard AF within the first 5 minutes of the podcast / live stream. I didn't want to make you guys wait. So what we are going to do right now is just go over the contest. There was a video that I posted on Robert_Frank615 on Instagram. I told you guys to comment, follow the page first and foremost, and then comment who you were going to fuck the shit out of once you receive this bottle of Hard AF. I don't give a fuck if you overdose on this shit. No, I do care. But so anyways, we did pick a winner. And we're going to change things up here a little bit. Instead of me reaching out to you, we're going to give the bros and broettes a little bit of incentive to watch the live stream and listen to the podcast. So once I announce this winner's name, he then has 48 hours, just like our Baddy with a Fatty contest winners. He will have 48 hours to slide into my DM on the Robert_Frank615 page to claim his bottle of Hard AF. If he does not contact us or contact me within 48 hours, we are going to pick another winner. And that's just the way it goes. So gives the bros and broettes a little incentive to come hang out with us each and every week and get your shit. So the winner, can I have a drum roll, please? The winner of the bottle of Hard AF is going to be JMiro93. That is JM as in Mary, IRO93. And the Pody has that name up on the screen in the live feed right now, so you could see who won. If you won, all you got to do is just go to Robert_Frank615 on Instagram, slide in my DM, JMiro93, and I will grab your shipping address and I will get that out to you first thing tomorrow morning. You should probably be fucking with a hard-ass dick by this weekend.
Oh, Did you see who he tagged?
I checked everything. I made sure that it was legit. I made sure he followed the page. I made sure that he tagged someone. And actually, 2 or 3 comments down from who he tagged, I guess it was his girlfriend or his wife or whoever, she responded back, excited about it. Oh my God, I can't wait. So I'm like, yeah, this looks like a good winner.
How old does he look? approximately?
He's definitely in his
Young?
20s, I'd
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah. And another thing,
She's ready
too.
to get D down.
Another thing too, while we're here talking about the hard AF, I'm going to show the live stream here. I now have samples of hard AF,
Oh, it's in the...
which I am giving away in the T-shirt sales. That's going to go on. It started yesterday. It's going to go all through Black Friday, Cyber Monday, while supplies last. I don't have a lot of them, but if you guys type in hard AF in the comment section or note section of my store when you place an order, I will send you guys a sample of hard AF and you guys could try it yourself. One thing that I did want to say is typing hard AF just confirms to me, and we're going by the honor system here, that you are telling us that you are 18 years of age and you have something to fuck. I do not want you wasting these pills on your hand, on a blow-up doll, on a, what's that thing that you have, Joey? That Christy Mack thing?
I actually threw it in the garbage.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A fleshlight or whatever it is. So we want to make sure that you have something to fuck. But
Is it because you had to, Joe?
this sample pack,
No, it just wasn't the same. You need her whole body. That she is too hot to just have just that.
okay. So Joey threw away his fleshlight, which means that he's just a little embarrassed that we brought it up on the podcast, and he definitely still has it.
No!
So
I swear to God, check my trash. I threw it out.
okay, I'll check your trash.
No, I think he probably thought, like he probably first time use, and then it says, now I got to clean this thing.
Oh,
And he probably just threw it out.
No, I just
God.
it's just not for me.
fucking turned into like a Boston cream donut.
Well, then,
after.
don't use your hard AF on that either.
Yeah, don't use hard AF.
Real live women, people, because if you think you're going to use your hand, you will break your hand, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. So this one packet that I have right here of the hard AF, I'm going to slide across the table to my man Ray Vegas, who, to my knowledge, has never tried the hard AF yet. I know a couple of other people have. I won't mention any names. Good friend of Vinny Bag of Chips. We already told that story, but anyways. So let's go around the table. Actually, you know what I did want to do? I wanted to read some podcast feedback. Since we had a guest last week, we did not get to the podcast feedback. But while I am going through the iTunes comments, actually I have them up right here. So this one comes in from CXRLOZ. Says, dope podcast. Gave us a nice 5-star review on iTunes. This one comes in. It says, wasn't into podcasts until I started listening to the Glorious House of Gainz. Now it gives me something to do during the day while deployed overseas. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you very much. That was from TG Rube 95. This one comes in. Another 5-star review. Says, top podcast in my book. If you disagree, go eat a dick. Keep up the great work, bros. That's from Mamba 21. We'll read 2 more. How about this one from King Devon 44? Says, y'all some old farts, but you make a great podcast. 5-star review. And last one comes in from SPQR_AC. Gave us another 5 stars. And all he said was, let's get it, let's go.
Yes, sir.
So
I'd like to address the individual who said that we are old farts.
go ahead.
Typically, someone who uses that kind of verbiage is probably old themselves. I don't know any young person who's ever said old fart. Number one. Number two, this is the issue I have with you people lying about your age all the time. Because you're not really that old, but when you're going around telling people you're in your 50s, yeah, that is kind of old. But if you're in your mid to late 30s, even 40, 42, whatever, ballpark, that's not that old. So just stop telling people
not old
you're
at all.
55.
Wait, you talking about me?
I'm talking about you and somebody else who enjoys lying about their age. Makes no sense.
Well, I am old as fuck.
No,
Joe.
you're not.
Okay.
You're halfway dead. That's it.
Let me pause really quickly for a super chat we got from T4R Mafia. Said, well, I lost, meaning the hard AF contest. Well, you didn't lose yet. We still have to wait 48 hours to see if this gentleman reaches back out to me. But it says, well, I lost. Call Steel Sups and tell them to release the product. I'm ready to send my wife to Pound Town on the fuck truck. Still surprised you replied to my comment on IG. Keep the pod going, bro. So thank you very much, T4R Mafia, for that very generous super chat donation. And yeah, I can tell you guys this. The Hard AF is going to be released in December. Okay, so you are still going to have to wait a couple more weeks. And December is the launch date. But if you want to try it right now, all you got to do is go to robertfrank615.com and make sure you type in the notes section, Hard AF. Also, while I'm talking about robertfrank615.com, we also have a new t-shirt that I released to the Snapchat public a couple days ago. It is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gainz Deer t-shirt. Yeah, you could hold that up for him, Ray. Pody, if you want to pop up Ray Vegas's camera there. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gainz Deer is available on the store, sizes small through double XL. I think there's only a few double XL left, and I think there may only be one or two smalls left because, you know, there's no curses or anything, so a lot of parents like to get it for their kids. But quick story about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gainz Deer. I'm sure you guys are online, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're wherever, and you've seen the Brodolph the Red-Nosed Gainz Deer or Brodolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer memes and sweaters and shirts that other people are selling. Let me tell you guys something. Back in 2013, 2014, I was sitting in my cubicle at work selling insurance, wanting to blow my brains out. And I was searching the web, and I found a picture of this jacked-ass reindeer. And I could swear on a stack of fucking Bibles right now that I am the first person to ever put the words Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gainz Deer on a meme. And it went, I mean, not viral, but back when I had like 500 followers, it ended up getting like 500-600 likes. So must have hit the explore page or a lot of people tagging friends or whatever. So yes, I am the originator of the jacked ass reindeer with text to it. Okay, so yes, Joey Bag of Donuts. Dude, it's me. I am taking credit for it. It's fucking my shit.
Well, you can't take full credit for it.
Well, I'm not taking full credit because you did say no.
So let's just 2016 December. That was November actually. When the merch first came available, it was 2016, late 2016, and I had recommended we get a Christmas shirt, and that was what Rob wanted to do. But he had that idea years prior to that. I really wasn't paying attention when you were talking just now, Rob, so I don't really even know what you said. But
I just said that I am the originator and creator of the jacked reindeer with the text that says Rudolph the Red-Nosed Gainz Deer.
Correct, but would you agree that initially it was supposed to go live in 2016, and then prior to that you made it a meme and just, you know, you had actually...
Yeah, prior to that I made it a meme, but yes, the t-shirt should have probably went live in 2017, not 2018.
Yeah, that would have been too early, but I wanted to take credit that
okay. Yeah. Joey, you get all the credit for everything.
Hey, so in the chat right now
Okay.
is a guy who we met last night, and we can talk about that in a minute. The 16-year-old Joseph Glatzer. He wrote in here, I'm 16, asked Rob, you met me last night. Now, I believe that is the giant last night that you spotted. Is that correct?
Oh, yes. Okay, so quick story. Before we get to the weekend wrap-up and everything, me and Joey Bags, we had a meeting last night in the Jackson, New Jersey area. We stopped at the Jackson Retro Fitness to do chest day because, goddammit, it was chest. Earlier that day, I did legs with Vinny Bag of Chips.
Yeah, buddy.
And we met a couple of cool bros at the gym, one of which was our main man, Joseph Glatzer, who is 16 years old, and this motherfucker has to be, maybe 220, 230, jacked out of his fucking mind. Really? And he's in the live stream right now. So shout out to you, Joe, and to everybody we met last night at the Jackson Retro.
The hell are you doing
will be
there?
back. Me and Joey had a meeting in.
I want to ask a serious question about this kid.
Sure.
Well, you put his whole government out there, but
It's his YouTube name.
Do you think he's all natty?
I believe he's
think
all
so.
natty chicken.
Yeah,
patty.
I think so.
Is this a big kid?
Yeah, he was a big kid. Doesn't play sports, said he just goes to the gym.
Just
every
goes
night.
to the gym and lifts. So shout out to you, Joe. Keep
don't
it
usually
up,
see that.
and your whole crew.
You
What's
don't
up?
usually see that when a kid is that age and doesn't play a sport.
Dude, all he wants to do is get jacked and fucking tan. One thing I will say, Joe, you got to work on your tan a little bit. You're a little on the pale side. We got to get you some fucking tanning sessions. I'm sure Retro will hook you up. What was her name? The GM that we met last night.
Figures that we would forget.
I know.
Hold on a second.
I'm so
I got
sorry.
it somewhere.
Tell her to hook you up with a free tanning session.
Everyone there was so nice. Do you believe that when we went in there, It's a real nice setup too. It's an upstairs retro, right next to a surf taco, which for me is great. And then you go in the gym there. Before we left, there was a good, 10 to 15 people that waited to take pictures with Rob. It was a good time. It was a really good crowd there. I like that gym a lot. We're definitely going to go back. The GM's name of that gym is Sharon Day, I believe you pronounce it.
Okay. Yeah, she was very nice. She was all psyched that I was coming because someone ratted us out. When we were downstairs, Joey's like, hey, I want to look at the Surf Taco menu, see what time they close. Well, see what time they close. And apparently someone was walking out of Surf Taco and they gave the heads up to the people inside saying, hey, what's this, right? Robert Frank and company are coming. Joe, take over for 1 second. I can't do two things at once.
The GM's name, I had found her on Instagram. Shazy Girl 1, I think I'm saying that correctly or not. SHAZYGIRL 1. She was very nice to us. We got hooked up with some protein drinks, some whey protein.
She hot?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah, she actually.
So it was a good time. I really liked it.
I figured if she wasn't that attractive, we wouldn't be discussing her this long.
No. Well, we liked going to that gym.
Okay.
It was a Oasis or Hoasis?
Oh no, it was a Oasis, bro. Yeah.
What Rob and I have been doing is since I started the gym a couple weeks back, we decided that once or twice a week we're gonna have a travel day, and we're gonna make sure we go to different gyms all over the place. Sometimes we need to be in that area for whatever reason, like last night. But otherwise, the week before that, we had gone to 5 gyms in 2 days. So I think Ray remembers that.
You guys are nuts.
But we make sure we travel at least once a week to be able to get to some of these gyms. We've now hit almost every single retro in central New Jersey, northern Jersey, and along the shore. We now need to work our way down southwest. But
and there's got to be, and our rule is there has to be at least one fat butt walking around for us to stay, because we walked into a few and we've walked right back out.
And this is not a lie.
Yeah, we need motivation.
No, we don't fuck around. We fuck straight. Give me her ass and I'll demonstrate. Let's go over the weekends, guys. Well, we haven't heard from Vinny in a while because Vinny has been away on vacay. So we definitely like to hear from Vinny. But first, Ray, what did you do this weekend? I don't think I saw you all weekend.
I was busy this weekend. I was out and about. I hit some nightlife spots over the weekend, and kept it chill.
Okay, all right. Thanks for the
Yeah,
invite.
seriously.
Yeah, that is like, yo, I hope blah 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 is not listening to this.
He's like,
I went to a couple places.
hit some clubs.
Joey, what did you do this weekend? I forget if I even saw you. I don't think I saw you all week. We were supposed to link up a couple times, but just never ended up happening. Because I know Friday night I stayed home. Saturday night I was out.
Yeah, Friday was at Friendsgiving that I had to go to.
Oh God.
Yeah, I went to a Friendsgiving.
That looked like absolute torture.
So it was very white. It was very white. The conversations were very weird. Just what you would think of when you're around a whole bunch of white people. And by white,
Well, gee, Billy.
Well, golly jeepers, Chad. That sounds swell.
The best way to describe it is I'm just going to generalize and not give any kind of like specifics with the people that I was with. But I feel like when I'm around white people, and again, I'm Italian, so yes, I'm white, but I really don't consider myself that. I almost made my own race.
I'm not
because
white.
Italian
I'm tan.
people behave differently. So like when you're around white people, in my opinion, they always, when they get drunk especially, talk about things like that they wish that they would do.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like we always do those things, sober or drunk. So it's just kind of like, why dream about like, let's just give you an example. If you're talking about doing something like freaky or whatever and you're drunk and you're with your wife and friends, why not just actually do it? Why only talk about it when you're around a group of people? Like just do it.
Wait, do it right there? Like
No,
at the table?
no, but like don't like they just behave odd, like where they'll talk about doing these like freaky things, but you know that they're not gonna ever do them. That's why they talk about it around a group of people in hopes that one day down the line their wife or girlfriend might agree to that. When you shouldn't be doing that, you should just do it.
And if your wife doesn't want to do it with you,
Get rid of her.
go do it with someone else.
Yeah. Find a side piece,
Fuck
man.
it.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Shit.
That's the way it goes, baby.
Vinny, what did you do this weekend? Well, not just this weekend, but for the past couple of weeks.
Someone in the chat said, Hey Ray, how many felonies did you commit this weekend?
Wow.
Damn, son.
That's my favorite comment ever.
That's bad. No, one of the most fucked up comments was back in the day when we made the fuck racism video. I think it was the first one that we did. And Ray, at the end of the video, Ray pops out of the back seat and we like feed off each other at the end. That video did stupid views. I mean, millions and millions. But someone commented at the exact time that Ray pops out of the back seat, like it was like the 57-second mark. They were like, "Why is Rob about to get carjacked at the 57-second mark?" It was so fucked up, man.
For those of you who do not know, I am corporate. I have a corporate job.
Yeah, Ray Vegas is corporate as fuck,
Ray,
but he can still fuck you up at the same time.
He's that
Don't get it
meme
twisted.
of like the Carlton, and then the other one's like after work, and he's like gang banging.
You ever see the meme of like the black dude that's got the suit on, and he's like, it says something about my hose. I take care of my hose and blah blah blah, and then at the bottom it says because I like my lawn to look good. So it was like a play on words with like hose. I don't know. I'll show you later. Whatever. That was an epic fail. Vinny, what did you do for the past like 18 months since I've seen you last?
Well, I've been working. That's why I'm not usually here.
Right.
As
yeah.
you know.
Fucking sanitation.
I did jump on your live last night
Yes, you did.
in my
Yes, you did.
sanitation gear.
Yes, you did.
I was on vacation. I will make this brief.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you plan to ever go to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, change your plans.
Why change your plans?
And I guess what? You know what? If you're from there and I offend you, I don't care.
Damn.
It is.
There goes my Brazil following.
Dude.
Right,
Dude,
right down the
Here's the
tubes.
other thing, right? Everyone, let's break it down, right? Everybody talks about like Brazilian girls, right? Oh, the fat asses. Brazilians are like the hottest girls in the world. I think they were voted that once. I read in a magazine. At the gym, I will give it to you. I went to like a fancy gym one day, and it was like Instagram models everywhere. Aside from that, everyone in Brazil is absolute trash. The streets are trash. It's dirty. You go see like a couple of nice sights to see, Christ the Redeemer is cool. It is a man-made wonder of the world.
Okay.
Couple things you can go hiking, there's sights to see, right? But other than that, dude, it's fucking hood. I don't know where you're from or where you've been.
I do not endorse this message.
Yeah,
FYI.
listen. Yeah, I know, because the fucking Brazilian cartel is going to come for me after this one. I'm telling, listen, everybody told me, oh, dude, don't wear your gold necklaces. I wear a couple of gold chains, right? Don't wear your gold chains. Don't wear nice jewelry, watches, nice clothes. Don't stand out. So I'm like, well, why would I want to go to a fucking place that's like, that I have to like be like I'm at work. Like, why am I a target? I'd rather just go enjoy myself, right? So I'm like, nah, that can't be. These people are like, they've never been robbed. They just hear stories, right? Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my mom. Oh, be careful this, careful that. What does she know? She just hears stories. Well, they were right, my friends.
Whoa. Someone tried to rob Vinny Vegas? Vinny Bag of Chips?
Somebody trying to test you?
What?
So I'm at, if you remember in the Snoop Dogg Pharrell video, the song was called Beautiful. Beautiful. You know that one?
I know.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
When
I
you
just
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
So that was recorded in Rio. There's
Okay.
a pool that they recorded at, which used to be some guy's, like some millionaire's mansion, and now it's a park. And then there was these stairs, these famous stairs. They're like tiled stairs. They go all the way up, all these different color tiles. Pretty cool. Went there. It's like in the inner city. Now, like I said, inner city. You're coming off the beach. It's hood. It's the hood. The streets and alleyways are fucking hood. Everyone on the street is like your local like hood Brazilian. Long story short, while we were at these stairs, we had to run a block away at one point because people were shooting at each other. There was actual gunfire.
Wait, there was gunfire?
There was actual
Oh my
gunfire.
God.
Like literally pop, 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 pop. And, everyone's like kind of looking around like your typical tourists that are oblivious to the world.
Vin's like, what am I, at work?
Dude, we ran. We ran. People are running. Cops showed up in like minutes. I'm like, dude, I know fireworks and I know gunshots. and that was not fireworks. I think people might have thought they were, or just people hear stuff and they don't really. Dude, I'm not catching a stray bullet in fucking Brazil.
Yeah.
So we run. We go back like a little while later. Cops are like, oh, it's safe now. So now we take a few pictures. We go to leave. There's this big mural on the wall, and the guy's like, he's taking pictures for people. They give him his phone. He's like the artist. He takes it with their phone, gives it the phone out. They give him a few bucks, right? So he's like, oh, I can write your name on it. It's like a mural, and he writes. There's thousands of names on it. I'll write you and your guys' name. Oh, give me your girl. I'll write your names. So we write our names on this little like napkin. He writes it on there. Takes our picture with my phone, and then he's like, "Hey, where you guys from?" Oh, talking to me. He's like, "Yo, that's you got some nice jewelry, man. What's that like? It's probably like $3,000 at least, right?" And I'm like, probably about right. Yeah, dude, you should take that off, put it in your book bag, man. You're gonna get robbed out here. I was like, I've heard that, but I don't, you know. He's like, no, I'm telling you, put it in your bag. You're gonna get robbed. Trust me, like it happens. And I'm like, well, what, like how? Like some little like local kid, they like scam, like get to come up, like try to grab my neck. Like what are they gonna do? Because I could kick like at least 3 like 18-year-olds ass
at the same time. Yeah.
He's like, nah, dude, like. Dude, you heard the guns, right? Like, they'll shoot you. Like, they don't care. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I'm going to put it in my bag, you know? So I go to take it off. No, not here, dude. Go in this little, like, store. Now, there's, like, this little store that sells, like, figurines and, like, knickknacks. It's, like, but again, it's, like, a shithole store. And,
dude, this sounds like a setup.
I was going to say, this guy's setting you up.
Sounds like a
no kidding. That's what I'm getting at.
In the face and ran.
That's what I'm getting at. So he's like, dude, yeah, go in the store. And he yells to the guy behind the counter in Portuguese. The guy laughs, and he's like, basically points, like, yeah, right this way to this bathroom. The guy says, I'm like, nah, I'm not going to the bathroom. I'll just take it off real quick. Nah, dude, I'm telling you, don't do it here. Go in there. So I just kind of looked at him. I took it off. I put it in my bag. The zipper my thing closed. I brought a lock that I had on my bag in case there's pickpocketers. So now my girl's like, dude, this guy's setting us up. Like, we need to get out of here. And he's like, wait, before you leave, come on, let me take one more picture. Come on, get up against the mural. And I'm like, you already took my picture. Why? Come on. And he's like, he took a picture with his phone. And I'm like, what are you doing?
He's going to send it to someone.
And he's like, oh, no. He's looking down. He's like texting, like looking around. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. So I take my girl, we start going back towards the tourist area where all the people are on the stairs. And I order an Uber. It's like 4 minutes away. I took my bag off. I took the chains out, put them in my pocket now in case like they sneak these kids. You never know, dude. They grab it, they throw it to him, he gone out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, don't take my bag. I got a drone in there. Fucking take it. But I ain't taking my gold. So I sat down. I had the bag next to me, and my girl's sitting there, and we're just kind of looking around to see.
Looking over your shoulder every freaking
dude,
second.
like, is someone onto us, and sure enough, you see 2 other dudes walking through this crowd of 200 people. They stood out like a sore thumb, looking down at their phone and, like, looking up, like 100% looking for us.
Wow.
Dude, I took my hat off, like, I fucking turned my shirt around. I tried everything to, like, blend in. They spot us. They're looking right at us, like, looking at each other, like, these are the guys. And at this point, I'm like, what do you do? Right? So I just went the opposite way and figured, like, I'm going to just act as tough as possible, let them know that I see them. Like, I got to put up a fight. Either way, they're going to try to rob me, right? Like, what the fuck? So I stood up on this, like, high step thing and, like, folded my arms like a badass. I just look at them, and I'm like, I fucking see you. And again, they probably don't know what I was saying, but I think that's an international sign.
Yeah. I can see you, motherfucker.
Yeah, and it actually worked. They got intimidated. They kind of like walked away, went down a block, turned.
Now, how old were these dudes about?
Probably like 20. Yeah, they're like young little dude. Yeah, man. Just like scumbags hired by other scumbags probably. They probably do this every day.
Oh my god.
So our Uber came and we fucking jumped in the car. We were out. I'm like, dude,
I wish
fuck
there was
this
like
place.
more of us for that. It'd be fun to like fight.
Well, so here's the thing. If you do want to go to Brazil or a country like this,
go with your crew.
Dude, go with a couple of dudes. Yeah, like, I mean, you're not going to dodge a bullet, but I don't think it's every day people get shot for jewelry. I think that shooting on the street was probably gang-related. But as far as getting robbed by people, on the cab back, like, I was in the car, like, contemplating, alone, going back and just jumping this fucking photographer guy. Because I was that angry. And I'm like, damn, dude, if I was with, like, a few of my buddies, I would beat the living fucking balls out of this guy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you even do? Does 911 even work as a phone caller? I don't know. What do you do?
Dude,
fuck that.
They're probably even in on it.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's in on the ride.
You have to watch out, too, because I remember back in the day, a girl that I was dating, they went on a business trip to Mexico, and her boss, the president of the company, took a cab, and he was a little banged up, and the cab driver stopped on the side of the road, let somebody jump in, then this guy puts a gun to him and makes him go to the ATM and take out money. Mm-hmm. So everybody's in.
They all work together, dude.
Yeah, everybody's in on it.
Dude,
People told me too, don't even, if you're in an Uber, don't even put your arm out the window with a watch on. They're like, they'll fucking come by so quick at a red light, take your fucking watch right off your wrist. Like,
you won't even know what
in a
happened.
second.
Machete your hand right
Or
now.
that, who the fuck knows? But
Yeah, no,
nah, dude,
all
fuck that.
man.
So, I mean, overall, it was a cool experience to see some of the cool shit, but, dude, that's like a third world country, dude. Like, the poverty in countries like that, fuck that. Argentina, we went to after. I'll make this real quick. They have the best steak in the world. There's, like, cows everywhere, apparently, so, like, leather is way, way cheaper there. Anything cow. You can eat, like, one of the best steaks you ever had for, like, $10.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
anyway,
I
What
saw the
size
pictures.
portion?
I don't know.
Like a 16 ounce?
Oh no, dude!
13-ounce steak?
One of the days, I remember it was 20 because I converted it. It was weird numbers. It was 24 ounces, and it was $11.
11 for, just steak or you get
Ribeye? No, I don't remember.
you get like size with?
Oh, dude, a bottle of wine's like $6. Like, that's so cheap there.
Yeah, that's one.
And
of
the girls in
advantages.
Argentina were a lot hotter, believe it or not.
Really?
Yo, the hot ones in Brazil probably came here because I don't feel like getting
Yeah,
murdered.
because it's fucking trash there.
I feel like whatever. That's why I stick to fucking Bermuda, man. Bermuda's my jam. I've been to Bermuda, I think 10 times now.
I enjoyed Bermuda
So
very much.
Yeah. No, I overdose on Bermuda because it's beautiful there.
And
I mean,
it's safe as shit.
Yeah.
Listen.
There's zero crime in Bermuda because for the littlest fucking thing you get caught doing there, if you get caught like stealing from a store, it's like 20 years. They do not fuck around in Bermuda. Yeah.
And if I want to go to a shithole, I'll just stay here and get robbed. I've had my car stolen. I've had my wallet stolen. We were robbed when we were younger in New York, like at gunpoint. I don't want to go on vacation and do that. What made you go there?
I don't know. I just kind of discussed it.
No.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
So
I mean, you hear Rio de Janeiro, you know, like, dude,
you
fucking
know the
Christ the
name.
Redeemer is one of the 7 man-made wonders of the world. It's a religious thing. You would think it would be somewhat safe, right?
Yeah, no.
You have all these old people on these tour buses going to the top, taking pictures of this thing. I sent it to my grandma. She thought it was amazing, but
So you didn't visit the favelas?
so every time you drive past the favelas, and those of you who don't know, is slum. It means slums in pretty much every language. And it's those little shithole bungalows all the way up on the mountains.
Yeah.
They're in like
Made
all
out of,
like
like,
movies
tin.
and shit. Yeah.
That's where our drugs come from.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone like in the cabs that kind of speak some English tell you like they drive by it like it's like they're like, oh, those are the favelas, and they tell you all about it. Like if you just sit out front, you hear guns all night and just.
That's like when you think you're poor in the United States.
You
You're
have
really poor.
no. And then Rob, I'm gonna be done in one moment.
That's fine. Go ahead. Take your time.
I gotta go on this quick little statement here. If you dislike this country, or if you dislike the president, or you don't want to stand for the national anthem, I challenge you to go to a country like that. Dude, you will beg you were back in the United States. The freedom we have, the opportunity we have here is unbelievable. Our dollar to their fucking dollars in these other countries is so strong. Like, I was a millionaire there. The money I spent there was less than what I spend on a fucking Saturday in New York. And in 10 days. And I was literally treated like a celebrity at some places because I'd order 6 fucking dinners because it was so cheap. We went to a tango show and got the premium seating, which was like the option that like nobody gets. And it was like $80 a person, US. I mean, it's just unreal. So if you don't like this country, I fucking go there and you'll be crying to come back.
Hang out there for a few weeks.
Oh my God.
And again, unless
No
you're
idea.
from there and that's like it has some kind of like meaning to you, then yeah, you'll see what he's talking about. Because I've been to some places too. Back in 2002, I took a 10-day cruise. It stopped at Key West and then it went to Belize. Belize was one of the stops.
Belize is rough.
Yo, let me tell you something. Belize, when you first get off the ship and you're hanging out like in like the dockyard right there, wherever they let you off, you're good. You take one
38 seconds away,
Yeah,
man.
38 seconds away, bruh. You're in a whole new world, baby.
So let me tell you real quick. I also took that same cruise, and I was like, you know what? I'm in Belize. This is where, a couple of rappers shot their videos. I'm gonna travel Belize. So I took a walk. A couple minutes into my walk, I'm like, whew.
I want to go back.
Whew. So there was a local guy, and he was like, I could tell you're not from around here, young fella. And I was like, yeah, So he was like,
Go back to the boat.
So, he was like, you want to see the town? I was like, yeah. He was like, come with me. So
Here's another setup guy.
yeah. So I was very careful, but he wound up taking me to a museum. He waited outside the museum.
Dude, anytime anyone wants to take you on a fucking tour, it's a setup. 99 out of 100 times. So
Or they just want money.
Yeah, he wanted money. He wanted money. So
But, yeah.
I hooked him up. But yeah, man, Belize has some really nice parts, but yeah, you really need
Some
to kind
really,
of
really bad
some
parts.
you have mansions.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
But then you have big, beautiful mansions,
Right.
And a mile down the street, it looks like a whole nother country.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Belize was rough, but
That's Rio was like
beautiful at the same time.
Haiti was like that too.
that. Yes.
You go literally on one side of the fence, and it's crazy.
I did remember, though, Vin, you did send me, because all the bros here, I think one thing that we lack talking about a lot on this podcast, something that we all do every fucking day, is lift. And I remember asking you how the gyms were out there. You were telling me, you were like, dude, these gyms, he goes, what was it? Was it the Brazil gym that you found?
Yeah.
It was like...
It was called Smart Fit.
Okay.
And it was like in the city a little bit. I found it on my phone. I walked a few blocks up. And dude, the gym itself had all brand new equipment. It was a really nice fucking gym.
Okay.
For me to become like a daily member, I had to put all my information in there, where I was staying, my passport number. It took a fucking fingerprint. It was like one of the top gyms there.
Okay.
So I knew it was going to be worth it.
Sounds like something we went to in London, right?
Yeah, the
Jeff?
Virgin Atlantic has like a set. Virgin America maybe.
It was a nice show.
I will say this. Dude, I did like a full body workout down, and it was like the lowest level was like the gym. And dude, I was like juicy. I had a sick pump, my veins were popping, and I was the second biggest dude in there. I know that's probably not saying much, but the other guy was like a bodybuilder. He was massive.
Okay.
Huge. And other than that,
Taking a lot of supplements.
the reason I went is because my hotel gym only had cardio equipment, and I looked up a lot of gyms online, and I noticed it's like a big thing there is cardio, and like there was no like lifters there. It was all like skinny dudes, like runners and shit. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that's what they probably
Yeah.
spend most of their time.
But the
doing.
girls in that gym, boy,
Running. Yeah. That's what
Wowzers.
we need to bring all the girls from the Brazil gyms
Dude.
down to these fucking retros down in New
Dude,
Jersey.
It's
'cause
called
those
tight
go to like
pants.
Miami, go to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, that is true.
And you find some of the hottest chicks on planet Earth.
yeah, no,
Because they go there because it's at least safer.
So this weekend,
Anyway.
like I said, Friday. No, but listen,
That's
we're
it.
glad you're safe. We're glad you're back with us, and yeah, it's good to see you, man. And catching up yesterday and doing the legs, and even though leg day sucks, we really don't take it super serious. But we always leave with a good pump. It's just that we don't do a lot of things.
Right.
We'll do leg extension, leg press, hack squat, and maybe one other machine, and then we always go back to leg extension for some reason. Just because
you get to sit down.
yeah, you get to sit down, play on your phone, you know what I mean? So, anyways, this weekend, Friday night, I was going to go out, but Joey Bag of Donuts kept telling me that he didn't know whether or not he wanted to go out. Vinny went to New York. Ray was MIA. And, I just didn't have anyone to go out with. So, I bit the bullet and stayed home with the wife. And we got caught up on Jersey Shore. Not all the way caught up, but we were about 2 episodes behind right now. But then Saturday night, I actually went to a Pauly D concert.
Well,
Speaking of Jersey Shore.
I forgot about
yeah,
that.
It was an actual Pauly D concert.
It was, Pauly D was performing at the Starland Ballroom, and I went, Jimmy was there as well. We went.
This was Saturday, right?
This was Saturday.
Okay, because Did I? Yeah, I worked, and I remember work was busy. I was trying to like watch your guys' Insta stories and I didn't really see much. So you got.
Yeah, no, I mean, I did a couple of stories drinking out of the fucking Jag. We got the VIP because.
Was it like Vegas?
What do you mean?
Like
crowd? There was
a
lot of
this
people
was
there.
Paulie
Was your
like
VIP experience the equivalent of the Vegas
yeah.
Paulie D experience?
Like I said, I watched your story. It was your shoes like multiple times.
Yeah, dude. Anytime,
but I only saw a few
I
from
just
Jimmy.
show my shoes.
So I expected like fucking Paulie's gonna be with Jim again, and like shouting you out. Did this happen or
No?
at all?
Did you have nearly
Were
as
you
many
close?
females as were surrounded in Vegas?
Actually, yes. Only because it was me, Jimmy, and a group of females that went.
That don't count.
Yeah, it was me, Jimmy, and I think 5 chicks or 4 chicks.
Close or far, like stage wise?
We were probably, I'd say, all right. So the way that the setup was, Paulie is on the in the DJ booth, right in the dead center back of the building. In front of him is a monstrous dance floor. Well, not dance floor, but like a concert floor type thing. Probably held, 300 to 500 people, I would say.
Okay.
It was packed. And it was a lot. My biggest fear going into this Paulie D thing, thinking that it's all going to be like 20-year-old kids. There was a lot of older people there, like a lot older than me, which made me feel good.
Probably there with
quick
the
funny
kids.
story, Jimmy Triceps was wearing the Juicy AF deep V-neck available at robertfrank615.com. And some older woman, I'd say probably in her late 40s, early 50s, came over and started hitting on him because he was wearing the shirt. No. No, this was a random. But no, Paulie was, I don't know, Paulie was a good, maybe 50 feet away or so. I mean, he was within eyeshot of us. He could see us. He probably knew
you
we were
guys?
there.
Like he knew you were there?
I think so.
Oh.
But
That
he
means
didn't.
no.
Well, did
I
Jimmy
don't
tell? I thought.
Here's
It's a
my
different-
thing. Ray, did you go?
I did not.
Okay, Vin, did you go?
Nope.
And I didn't go. And neither did our cousin, whom none of you know. So if you're missing the 4 ingredients to like a main soup,
What about J-Lo too? J-Lo was
J-Lo,
there.
all right, you are literally missing everyone who is lively. So if you're missing,
Especially
those-
you, Joe. If you're not there, shit ain't popping.
Listen, I make
Joey's
sure.
crazy, man.
Well, it's not about being crazy. I'm
No,
the
it's
organizer
a-
to make sure we all get to where we gotta go.
We're a team, is what it is.
Yeah.
You need
Well, now our
need
powers
everything.
combined.
Yeah,
Well, here's
you got
the-
salt, you got a
chaos.
little pepper, a little oregano. When you put us together, we're a phenomenal soup.
Here's the thing. When we were in
Am I
Vegas,
the pepper?
when you guys were in Vegas, you guys had a really good spot in
We
terms
did.
of the setup. You
Yeah,
guys
it
were like
cost
right next to the
$3,000.
stage.
Yeah, because we doubled the ante.
Yeah. I think this one, for us, it came out to like 300 a couple or something like that. So not even nearly close to what we paid in Vegas or what you guys paid in Vegas. I remember
Well
trying to
worth
give. I remember trying to give you $100 bill because I came late. Remember, I was only there for like 40 minutes,
Yeah,
and I
kinda.
got 1 or 2 drinks. I tried to give you $100 bill, and you were throwing it up in the air, waiting for the wind to
He
catch it.
threw
And
$400.
yeah,
in the air
Vin
and let
just
it blow
gave
away.
no fucks. in
I
Vegas.
remember
But
losing money. In
You
there.
guys were so
Yeah.
close to the stage, and I think it was like fresh on Paulie's mind that like
Yeah.
Jimmy just like DM'd him or
Yeah.
whatever. That so he was like paying attention to like the squad.
Right.
There it was a lot different. Paulie, just
He
Plus,
was doing,
was it
doing his
dark?
thing.
Well, too,
it
you
was
know,
dark.
too,
Yeah, it was very dark.
So
dude, you
there's
gotta
no way
figure,
we
dude. He
saw
shows up to these things like he probably left there and like flew to like L.A.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Like the Vegas
doesn't
thing,
give a
he
fuck.
lives there and he's the resident DJ there, so it's probably a whole different mindset for him. You know,
yeah.
it's not as much like business as it is when.
And he
he's-
probably gets paid way more.
So that's all it was this Paulie D spinning? That's
It was
Yeah.
just Paulie D spinning for like I think he came on. The doors opened at 8.
So
we
he
didn't get
sells
there.
tickets. Like
Yeah.
we paid to me in Vegas, you're paying for a pool party, and he's the DJ making the music. But like for something like this, you're paying, you're getting tickets to see him play other people's music.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
so weird to me.
It's like the
I
song
mean,
that
kudos to him.
the song that they played in the Dan Bilzerian video that was in Out Like a Light, like
Yeah,
a
Signal
light, like a
Mode
light.
by
Yeah,
Travis
he,
Scott
yeah,
and
he,
Drake.
yeah, he played that. I remember that one.
Well,
But the doors opened at 8 p.m. and they made you go through some like airport security type shit to get in there. Like you had to walk through things, you got patted down, everything out of your pockets, go through the fucking machine, like all that shit. He didn't come on, I don't think, until about 10:30, 10:45, but we didn't get there until like 10:15 anyway, because I didn't want to be there at fucking 8 o'clock. I really didn't want to go to begin with, but I went for Jim because I knew Jimmy really wanted to go. It's no secret. I really was uncomfortable going to the whole thing, and I'm sure you guys were too, which is why none of you guys went. But anytime I'm like, Jimmy, bro, I got to go here, I got to go there, I got to go here, Jimmy's always the first one to say, yeah, like, come on, I'm down, I'll roll. So I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And again, Joey's always made the point, and we all make the point, it's not where you go, it's who you're with. So we did have a good time. Marissa almost beat the fuck out of the mayor's daughter. Because, now tell me if I'm wrong, I don't even know if you know this story or not. So bros and broettes, anybody who's in the live stream right now, let me know if Marissa is right or wrong in this. We had a VIP section. The VIP section had a couch, a table, and a railing. Now the railing separated us from the dance floor. Some girl decided that she was going to take, her and her girlfriend were going to take their jackets and drape it over our railing in our VIP section. Marissa wasn't playing that shit because we're over here paying, $300 a couple. The railing's not ours. The VIP section's not ours. But for that night, it's ours. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We paid for that shit. So they had their coach draped over. Marissa's like, yo, get your fucking jackets out of here. I think originally she was nice about it. She was like, hey, you got to move these. The girl started mouthing off, and she pulled a classic drunk Robert Frank line. Do you know who I am? She ends up being the mayor of whatever town we were in, the mayor's daughter. So Marissa's like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Not in the VIP booth. No. Jeez. Down underneath the VIP.
Local towns
must be a shithole town.
Local towns, anyone could run for mayor, so that really is not a significant.
I guess.
Yeah.
So Marissa kindly told her, remove the jacket. The girl said no. And Marissa's like, get the fucking jackets out of here. And the girl's like, do you know who I am? Marissa's like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Get your fucking jacket off my railing. Somehow, some way, the jackets ended up on the floor in our VIP section, which then I believe Jeanette picked up the jackets and put them on our couch. Okay. So now these two girls' jackets are on our fucking couch. That's when I got pissed off.
Typical mom move.
Yeah.
Should have chucked it into the crowd.
Marissa and this girl are jawing at each other like really coming close to blows. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but MBJ, Marissa, she don't fuck around. She's a fucking thug. She was on the news back when she was in high school because she knocked this fucking girl's eyeball out of her socket and got in a lot of trouble. But anyway, you have seen that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody showed me in a while at the gym years ago.
Oh, okay.
There's video?
Yeah, there's a video. I think it's still circulating on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a news.
MBJ packs a main right hook.
Yeah, Marissa got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, Marissa does not fuck around. And so that caused... And you know what? I kind of feel bad for Jimmy because we all know it's no secret. Jimmy doesn't drink alcohol. So when we're over here hammered out of our fucking minds, just acting crazy and drunk, I'm drinking out of the bottle. Marissa's fighting his girl. Jimmy's just standing there like, yo, I can't wait to fucking get rid of these people.
Nothing, but does anything ever good happen when all of us are together and it starts to get late? Does anything good ever happen?
No.
Yes, you gotta. My suggestion is, the saying is, nothing good happens after midnight.
Wait, but time out. We don't normally go out and get into trouble.
I don't mean trouble like we're not breaking the law. But
no, like someone's always... No, if you're sober around us, you're not going to have a good time. Because we always end up getting obnoxious, get stupid, we run our
And
mouths.
the littlest things bother you. Like, I remember being with Vinny in New York City a couple weeks ago, and more than a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, and someone was playing some loud music out of his car, and you remember that on the pizza line, and Vinny kindly asked him to, could you turn that fucking shit off?
Oh, yeah.
And that's like a rated G behavior of somebody in the crew. So if you're not drinking after midnight, just go home because
it's like putting water on a gremlin, right?
Yeah, you gotta.
Don't feed
nothing
them
good
after
happens
midnight.
that late. The alcohol starts kicking in, and just something as simple as, you know what? When you're drunk, that's just a fun story. The jackets and this and that, no big deal. But if you're sober dealing with that, It's just miserable.
Well, I'm
Because now
reading
you're
the comments
embarrassed.
right now on the live stream, and William Taylor, Rotan, Rain Walker, they all agree that Marissa was right, that their jacket should not have been hanging on our VIP rail. And the way that I
Well,
explain this is, listen,
There's two sides to that.
when we have a VIP booth in Atlantic City and we have a cabana, that's like some fucking motherfucker coming in and like putting his drink down in our cabana.
Nah.
Like, nah, get that shit
Well,
out
here's
of here.
here's the thing. You're right, and so I look at it like this: if it's two girls that like want to put their jacket there, and they're hot, or
As a guy, you would get
like
speed
you wanna
pass.
maybe you wanna like maybe make a move on them. Absolutely, let them hang their jacket because now it's conversation. You can start talking to them, bring them on in, whatever. But just two like especially if they're like being bitches.
Yeah.
And you guys
Correct,
are all
shit.
couples, so they're just
Yeah, it's
invading
not
your
like
space.
Yeah, and this girl, she was along the lines of like Jabba the Hutt, I would say, in terms of physique.
So you're saying the jacket took up a lot of the
Jacket took up a lot of space. Yeah. Oh, 100%.
So she doesn't lift. Doesn't
Yeah,
go to
no,
the gym.
she doesn't live.
This is
So,
the mayor's daughter?
The mayor's
That
daughter.
one?
Yeah.
What town is this?
Hey!
Someone Google Starland Ballroom.
Stop!
Oh, stop
Mayor's
it.
daughter, you fat ass.
Stop it. Oh, my God. Now we're in trouble.
Yeah, fuck.
But, yeah, so that was...
For all you know, she was literally making that up. Do you know how many times we've made up stories?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, a quick funny one in AC once. We got into this argument with these girls that kept coming into our bottle service area. And she's like bitching at us. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. They started like pouring out of our shit. And they weren't like dancing with any of the guys in there. They were just being total bitches. So we're like, yo, get out of here, get out of here. We start like actually physically pushing it. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of our VIP section. The girl goes, same shit. You know who the fuck I am? I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Get out of my section. My dad owns this fucking club. I was like, fuck your dad. Dude. She's like, oh yeah? I'll be right back. I'm like, good, get the fuck out of here. Dude, like 5 seconds later, she comes back. She's like, what'd you say about my dad? I said, fuck you and fuck your dad, you stupid cunt. I remember saying the word cunt. I said cunt so loud. By the time the tea came out, like 6 bouncers fucking... Dude, I was like squirming. Dude, every one of us got thrown out. It was hysterical.
Oh, my God. Where was that? Or do you
Dude,
not
it was
wanna say?
at the one downstairs. Is it maybe Haven?
It's been a while since I've been anywhere other than the pool.
It was at Caesars. I think it's called Haven. It's
Oh,
like
we were just
down
at
these
the-
twirly
what's it
stairs.
called? Okay,
It's
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah,
basement club.
Yeah.
And it was ironically all of us that got tossed, which we were there for, was for the sanitation convention.
Nice.
And
So,
then you do
if
a
you
call.
don't-
Did you pull that line? Do you know who the fuck I am?
No, that you don't do because then you lose your job.
Because you look like an asshole.
You don't tell anyone that part.
A few months ago, we went out to a bar and we were sitting in a VIP area, and the girls tried kicking us out, and one of the females we were with rocked a girl in the face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was just a couple of weeks ago.
That was in New York. Yeah.
That was
But no,
right before
when we
I
go
got
out-
there.
When we go out, it's just very calm. We're good people.
Yeah.
Were you there? No,
Listen, we behave. Well, let's not lie. We don't
She
behave.
did Whapper, yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't even get kicked out.
And we all actually cooked because we thought it was. Remember, we kept saying she looks like a dude.
No.
Yeah, the one girl like looked like manly, had manly features. So that's where it started. Like we started calling her like bro, and like we're like, yeah, dude, it's a dude. You're not even a girl. You're a dude.
You got an
But see, they instigated. They were instigating.
They started.
I remember that.
Yeah, they started yelling at us, cursing at
Yeah.
us. I think they like swung
And
at
she
AJ
started
or something.
hitting. Yeah, she started
knocked
hitting
the
our
drink
cousin.
out, and then
We
Yeah.
never start.
We need to host a contest to have one of the bros or broettes come hang out with us tonight.
dude,
Yeah.
I've been
Hey.
doing that for years with like people that like say they want to come and party with me. Everyone fails.
And they end up getting a girlfriend, whatever, a year or two later, and their girlfriends or wives or whatever never ever allow them to come out
to
with
go
us.
out
no,
ever
yeah.
again. Yeah.
Do you know how many people we know that are banned from going out with us?
Oh,
Been down that road before.
it's an honor too. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, I think
wish
except
I could go out
for
with him.
MBJ, none of my past relationships ever were fond of Ray Worldwide.
Hated it. Hated
You are
it.
not allowed to go out with Ray Worldwide. Well, you have a nice, good-looking, light-skinned, jack tan with the permanent tan man with green eyes, pretty jacked, pretty smooth with the ladies. You know, it's a problem.
It was an ugly look.
It was an ugly look. So, okay, so we went over Vinny and
Eddie
Brazil.
was never allowed to go out. And then up until recently, Les could never come out.
Oh,
so
shit.
there was certain bros that would never be able to go out. Oh, I'm going out with Ray tonight. No, you're not. Like, come on, yo. You're one of my best friends. What you mean your wife won't let you go out? Get out of here.
Not allowed to go out with Ray Vegas. Real quick, let me go over this story. Formerly known as Ray Vegas, now known as Ray Worldwide.
Former Savage, not anymore.
Today, let me tell a quick story. I actually sent Vinny a screenshot of this earlier today. Can I go over that with the car situation when I was in the parking lot? Okay. I'm not going to, I mean, obviously I don't have the license plate numbers or anything now, but earlier today.
It's not a crime.
Okay.
It's not like you saw a crime witnessed.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw a scumbag move witnessed. But anyway. So I'm sitting in my car. I just pulled up to Staples in the parking lot. And I'm still sitting in my car because, as you guys know, I have a problem with anytime I park my car, I have to sit on my phone for another 15 minutes and browse Instagram, browse Facebook, whatever. So I'm still sitting in my car, and there was an open spot in front of me where I normally do pull forward. So, like, when I get back in the car, I could just drive out. I don't have to back out. But for some reason, I didn't do it. This car, this minivan, pulls in like he's going to pull into the empty spot, but he ends up hitting the car that's parked right next to him and totally fucks up the bumper of his car, like scratched up, cracked up his car and the other car. So I'm like, oh shit. And it made a loud noise. He probably was pulling in at like 5, 6, 7 miles an hour, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're pulling into a parking spot and you hit something, it makes a noise and it does damage. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy going to do now? Like, this is fucking awkward because I'm still sitting in my car with my door open now and I'm just watching this. He's making eye contact with me. I'm making eye contact with him. He's just like, damn, I'm busted. This motherfucker backs out, reverses the car, pulls off around the corner to another row of parking spots and parks in a different spot. Gets out of his car and walks into the store. Like nothing. Now, because he did this, and he was such a fucking scumbag for doing, here's what I would have done. If I hit somebody's car and I know I'm wrong, and especially there was a witness sitting there watching this whole thing go down, I would have hung out in my car for as long as it took, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. It's a Staples. How long are people in Staples? 10, 15 minutes tops, right? Waited for somebody to get out, unless they work there, of course. Waited for them to come out and say, listen, I made a mistake, like, because that's just the type of conscience that I have. I then, and call me a snitch if you want, I don't care, I happened to text a fellow officer that I knew in the town that this happened in, gave him license plate numbers of both cars, and told him exactly what happened, because I don't play that shit.
No, that's what's up, because
that's a fucked
but
up,
just
that's
think how you would feel
move.
if you come out and your car is fucked up.
Exactly.
Dude, this actually happened to me years ago. I was at school when I was in college. I went out in my car, the whole driver's side of the car, both doors, all destroyed. And I had a Cadillac CTS, brand new. I was livid. Someone walks out of their car and comes out to me and they're like, yo, bro, I know who did that to your car. She hit your car, backed out, and then parked on the other side. So went over to the car. Her car was destroyed. She had to go to class. So we called the cops. They came. Her family, she was young, so her parents came out. They said that if the police did any kind of charge, because she's young and has no charges, it would have been like a simple misdemeanor. I don't know what the wording was. Well, what do you call it?
Traffic tickets.
For hitting my car, hit and run?
Just a traffic violation also.
Okay, well, whatever the case is, they said it was...
Unless someone was killed.
No, the whole point was they said it's nothing really big is going to happen, so there's no point in doing anything other than getting them to pay to fix it.
Correct.
So we went through
all car shit.
Yeah, but when that happens to you and you realize if she would have gotten away with it, you
what happens is your insurance. You have to go through yours.
Yeah, you have to pay a deductible and pay.
People don't. I don't think people realize that. Like, if you don't know that, if your car gets hit and you don't know who hit it, you're fucking paying for it. Your insurance. Yeah. You're paying your insurance, your deductible, or you're paying it out of pocket. So don't think just like, oh, someone else, and you're gonna think also the cops are gonna investigate it. Negative.
Yeah, no, and I didn't expect.
They don't investigate a parked car that was hit, dude. Sorry, it doesn't happen that way.
No, and I know that, but just because I happen to know someone that worked in the town, I pass along the information just in case, because you never know.
But did they come?
I left by that time. No, but he did say that he was going to pass along the information, and I felt better about it. I was like, you know what, I did my duty today. I ratted this scumbag out. Oh no, he probably doesn't care.
Unless someone called in, or
that's what I'm saying. If they call
would
in,
have done whatever. But
you still got that plate number?
I do.
Maybe
it's saved to my text.
Do something in their windows or something.
Ooh, yeah, we could. Well, I don't know if we should say that out loud.
I'm kidding. We're
Sanitation
not
department.
There was a girl in college that I was cool with who went out one night to the bars in New Brunswick, Rutgers, and she got banged up. She drove her car, and she lived on a narrow street. So as she proceeded to drive down the street, she ping-ponged,
oh my God,
ping-ponged like this,
and
hit like 7 cars. She was so wasted that she parked her car in the middle of the street, didn't turn it off, left it running, and went upstairs and went to bed.
So she's busted.
Oh yeah, she got bagged.
Well,
busted.
She got
but
bagged.
no DUI.
She got bagged. I forget what happened because this
They
happened
can't.
forever ago, but
If they don't get you while you're drunk, you can't get charged for DUI.
but she left the car running after hitting like 6 cars.
college towns though were just nuts because I remember years ago, and the same thing in Rutgers. It was after a big football game because I remember when Rutgers used to play like Louisville was a big time thing. Ray Rice was on the team. This is years ago. It was like fires burning in the street, like chaos. There was a drunk kid come flying down the main street, and he rear-ended a parked car so hard. Everyone on all the streets, instead of like everyone going like, "Oh my God," everyone just cheered. Like it was like people wanted like crazy
Chaos.
Yeah, he just rammed the back car, and then everyone just went from silent to hooray, yeah! And the kid stumbles out of the car. It was a joke. It's crazy. But that's why college towns are nuts.
Love New Brunswick.
All right, let's get to the next segment of the show, the Ray Vegas Baddy with the Fatty of the Week. Ray, do you have a Baddy with the Fatty this week?
I do. This was a late entry, but
okay. Well, let me then introduce this the way that needs to be introduced. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ray Vegas's Baddy with a Fatty of the Week. Yeah. Take that.
Take that. Harder, yeah. Take that.
All right, so Ray, who do you have this week? I know you said it was a late entry. I really haven't been telling the bros and broettes to nominate Baddy with a Fatty, so they're just doing this on their own, which is pretty cool. And Layla Freckman, who was our Baddy with a Fatty 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she posted up.
She posted the picture in the Baddy with the Fatty female racerback tank, available only at robertfrank615.com. And she is now the 3rd inductee to the Baddy with the Fatty Hall of Fame. She joins MBJ and Jamie Flowers.
Oh my God!
As that's some pretty good company.
That's a pretty good company. Yeah, that's good.
Layla Freckman, shout out to you if you're listening, or anyone that you sent over. I know she said in her caption, "Go follow the bros and listen to the Glorious House of Gainz."
I gave her a follow.
What's her name?
Layla Freckman.
She did not tag you. I did check to see who she tagged.
I don't think you were on the show that week, so she really didn't know.
So then she's not a true fan, is what you're saying?
No, she's definitely not
new
a
to
true
the
fan.
show.
She was a barstool.
She's got a working phone. Can I?
She was a barstool smoke show.
Listen, I'm a fan of her. It's like the perfect body.
And she also asked me when she DM'd me, our information and how she can check out the show. So big shout, Layla.
Okay. So who is this week's winner, Ray?
All right. This gets harder every week because a lot of the girls are similar, but this one kind of stood out because of the enormous amount of work that she puts into her glutes. So the name that we have this week is Lovely Lesh, I believe it's pronounced. LOVELYLESH. Once again, LOVELYLESH. You are this week's Ray Vegas's Baddy with a Fatty of the Week. Holla at your boy.
And
yeah, that's more my style.
It's no And it's no shocker that our man J-Rock follows Lovely Lesh. Or J-Rock must follow like every big booty chick on the internet.
DJ J-Rock?
No. J-Rock, my bro. God, Jesus,
Whoa.
Christmas.
Really?
I don't know. Are you guys, can you see this on the live stream right now?
Good Lord.
Good Lord. Oh, my Lanta.
I only saw like 2.
I'd bust more nuts than a wooden toy soldier on that.
I think we've heard that line recently. Huh?
Yeah, we did, and that video ended up getting removed by Instagram. But anyways, all right, so Lovely
And I just
Lesh.
noticed, too, by the way, that these hard AF pills
Yeah.
say erection formula.
Yeah, that's
on
what it
them.
is. That's what they're for.
And
They're dick pills.
I want to bring something up with those pills after seeing this chick in this thing.
Oh,
Now,
because you're going to go home, you're going to take 2 hard AF, and you're going to take your hand to pound him.
No,
I
no.
know you are.
No, I'm not.
He's going to go. Wait, hold on. You're going to go in your garbage, and you're going to take out the fleshlight. You're going to sanitize it somehow.
No.
Okay.
Let me explain something to you. I recently heard a famous porn star. Her name is Kennedy Lee. I don't know if she still does porn or not.
I don't think I've ever whacked off to her before.
Okay. Do you know who she is?
Never heard of
All right,
her.
just look her up. Very pretty girl. Anyway, listen. Here's the point of the story. She said that many men send her dick pics and always ask her, "Can I get into porn based on this image?" And she always tells people it has nothing to do with the size. It does to a certain size. but
Can you
To an
perform?
extent.
It's can you actually keep it hard AF? And she said most people cannot. So if you're a 20-something, whatever the case is, 30-something, you're probably, and an alpha male especially, you're going to say, I don't need these pills. I can do it on my own. When you meet a chick like the Baddy with a fatty you just showed, good luck.
Yeah,
Because you're going to get
luck.
fright. Just like that porn star was saying. It's just not going to happen. So that's
Unless
why.
you're
you're
And
gonna
also,
chips.
let me also bring this up. Usually, correct me if I'm wrong, the first time that you have sex with a new chick, what is usually the case? You're usually drunk, right?
Usually.
The first time. I don't think I've ever been sober the first time I've had sex with a girl for the first time.
Or she's unconscious.
Or the,
That would be called rape.
I was gonna say or that, but then
Aggravated
Ray brought up a good point.
No,
there.
that is not acceptable.
Usually, that's what happens. The first time me and MBJ fucking banged,
Every-
we were both fucking hammered.
I'm gonna
So-
actually same with you're right. I never even really thought about it.
So what do you need to combat that whiskey dick? I don't care if you're 21 and your testosterone is 1200. You're gonna need some hard AF. 25, 30, 40. And once you get 40 years old, sometimes, you fills up with blood halfway, but never really gets that full salute. You know what I mean? A little hard AF, man. It's basically what these pills do is the same thing that a Viagra or a Cialis or any of those competitors that are out there, that's what they do. It's to direct blood to a certain area of the body. And so what happens is on a normal night, if I know I want to take MBJ to Pound Town after a night of drinking, before I start drinking, I will take 2 hard AF. Then I will go on with my night. And when, you piss maybe 2-3 times a night. If you're out at a bar for 4 or 5 hours, you usually piss a couple times, right? You break the seal. What I notice is I got a semi. While I'm sitting there pissing, I'm like, God damn, that shit looks big as fuck right now, man. The wind blows the right way, and then boom, full salute. So,
And it just gives you some inspiration for if you're a single guy and you're out there and you just want to show it off.
dude, I mean, there's so many benefits. And Jason, Jason, the CEO, founder, head honcho over at Steel, he's so excited about this release of Hard AF. So remember, guys, I'm giving away samples of Hard AF with the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday / weekend. But I only have a limited supply, so don't fucking wait and make sure that you type in Hard AF in the notes section. That, to me, makes me feel a lot better for sending you a sample so you're not some little fucking 12-year-old kid in your mom's basement fucking, stacking 2 pillows together, fucking them like our boy Jameson. I didn't say last name.
Matter of fact,
And I
big
didn't-
shouts to our homie. He just got engaged, so big shouts to him.
Yeah, that's a different bro, but yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, big shout outs to our man, Seven, right? Seven Crown just got engaged.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout outs to you, my man. I miss you, bro. I know you're out on the West Coast doing your thing, but shout outs to you, my man. So we did our baddie with the fatty. We went over the hard AF.
And I like the fact that these are like gold pills.
Dude, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty fresh. The
they're
gold
good.
is.
But just really quickly, Vinny, the buddy of yours that did take those a couple weeks ago and gave you the feedback on the hard AF pills, don't take more than the recommended dosage, right?
Yeah, he said, you will not sleep because your heart will be coming through your fucking throat. You will have the worst anxiety, and you will think you're having a heart attack 12 hours after you take it while you try to go to sleep. That's what he told me.
Nothing is worse than laying on your back, like having a fucking panic attack with a hard ass dick.
Is anybody else in
God.
the room? That's the thing. You
Bro.
just pitching the tent.
Bro, our boy, I won't mention any names, but I had a boy who tried them. I think it was maybe the same weekend that your boy tried them.
Okay.
And I was in the room with him, and he told me, dude, do not lay on your stomach, because if your ass is up in the air, I'm fucking it. Oh my god! So
Yeah,
fucking
man.
yeah. So make
They're
sure
the
you
real
guys,
deal.
yeah, make sure you guys take the recommended dosage, man. And inside of these samples is one full serving size, so don't be afraid to take both pills. Don't be afraid to take your chick to Pound Town. Another thing too that happens, a lot of people have girlfriends, a lot of people have wives. Out on random night, Thursday, we'll just pick a day of the week, Thursday night, you're home with your wife, you guys make love, you have sex, you bang her. Then what happens? She usually goes to sleep. And what are you doing? After you bust a nut, if you don't fall asleep, you're probably on your phone texting your side chick. She wants you to come over now. Now you just blew your load. You need to fucking get it back up again. That's another great thing that these hard AF pills are for.
And I'm laughing.
That is actually,
But at the same time, I know many people who do these types of things.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is actual factual. So if this pertains to you, yeah, it is a great thing.
Yeah. All right. We've put over hard AF enough. Does anybody else have anything
I do have
to
a question
contribute?
though,
Go
because
ahead.
now speaking of these hard AFs, I need to know. Remember back in the day when we were younger, used to go to clubs, used to dance with girls. Back when grinding was a thing. I don't even think that's a thing anymore because I never see it when I go out. And used to be hard AF.
Oh yeah.
Is that still cool for like guys to be hard in the clubs when you're dancing on a girl to let her know what you're working with? Like, does that still happen, or are we like way past that? Like, I need to know from the younger generation.
we don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you gotta
can't.
ask the kids.
I'm a horrible dancer, and I don't dance. But I mean,
Anybody,
Yeah, you guys
anybody
let
in their
us know.
20s that are in the live stream, if you're out in the bars at a club and you're dancing with a chick, do you get a wood and do you let the girl know what's good?
yeah. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with letting a girl know what you're working with, man. I mean, it's not. And I think girls take that as kind of like I don't think they're skeeved out by it. I think like it gives them
ooh,
like a
he's
little
into me.
boost. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
If they're grinding on you in a club to begin with, they're not skeeved out by you.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not
but
skeeved out.
you should kind of compose yourself a little bit. I mean, back in the day, I had no control over it.
Yeah, but
You
I feel
grind
like
on me, it's a wrap for you.
if it's
Lucky you didn't get pregnant on the dance floor.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap up this show now. Thank you guys very much for being a part of another live stream. We're still, working out. I don't think we have any kinks anymore, but we're still trying to build the audience up. I see anywhere from 35, 40 people to as many as 100 and something that were in this stream at one time. We'd love to get this up to a couple hundred per stream. But it's a matter of building consistency, doing it on a certain night. People know, like, hey.
There's also the other aspect, which is it is a podcast. Some people, I saw someone in the podcast chat exited because he said, this is a podcast, I want to listen to it. Some people reserve time on the train
Right.
going to work maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, they're going to listen.
True.
So to expect a high count in this podcast group chat or whatever you want to call it, live chat. Is, you
But
can't
shout out to everybody who's hung out from the moment we started tonight. Thank you for the super chat donation from our man. I don't even know if it's still on my screen anymore, but I know Vinny has something to say. Vin,
No, I
what do
was
you
just
got?
going to remind you. I thought you wanted to discuss a text that you got.
Yeah, you know what?
Wait.
I would wait. No, you know what? Because I'm confident it's going to happen. Last night I got a text from a bro, and he just started his own podcast. And when you start a podcast and you're looking for guests, you go through your phone, you see who's in there, and blah 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 blah. But anyways, this guy happens to just start his podcast. I think he had his first episode on Monday. He's already number 2 in the comedy section of iTunes. And this gentleman, his text said something along the lines of, "What's it going to take to get you on my podcast?" And this person is Logan Paul. So, I'm going to figure out a way to get out to LA because I have a lot of friends out in Los Angeles. I could always do something with Bradley Martin, who's a good friend of mine in the program. And just everything we do. I've been a guest on his show a few times. There's a lot of other people that I could do little skits with and make visits. And Gunner Fitness, I definitely owe him another a visit because he's a great guy. I know he's really busy right now with basketball and taking care of all the Lakers and everything like that. Strength and conditioning coach, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to pay him a visit. But yeah, we'll be a guest on Logan Paul's podcast. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And, hold whatever thoughts you have about Logan, keep that shit to yourself. I don't need to hear that you hate him or you lose all respect for me because I went on Logan Paul's podcast. Let me tell you something. The kid is young, he's rich, he's smart, and whatever you see behind the camera is definitely not how these people are in real life. So,
and also, too, people make mistakes, man. Especially when we're
everybody
young.
Does.
Everybody makes mistakes. Certain things we can't take back, but, you got to get over it. Life goes on. We learn from our mistakes. So,
yeah. Let me just read in some of these comments here that are in the live stream right now.
While you're going through that, do you want to bring up anything else in terms of some things you got going? Anything involving music or anything like that? Or you want to
save that for next week? Yeah, let's save that for next week because that's more of like a beginning of the podcast type thing because we're real excited. Let's just say this. We have about 3 projects right now that are in like the infancy stages of really becoming something, and I am confident that 3 out of 3 are going to be major successes. So, stay fucking tuned, guys. This one comes in, Rainwalker. It still happens. Most of the time, that's what they want. If she's grinding on you, gotta be shining. Let's talk about guys grinding up on girls. This one's coming in from Benjamin Pendley. Says, best cast ever. Hell yeah. SS0317 says, don't go, guys. He doesn't want us to leave. Justin likes the live part. Logan said, what's up? Not Logan Paul, but Logan Real Me says, what's up? Breen just says, Robert Frank. And listening while hitting the gym. That's awesome. And SS0317 has a question for Ray. It says, yo, Ray, how many years you do in prison? This is horrible. This is horrible.
It's got to be the hat. Have I ever gotten comments like
it's the hat.
Is it the hat?
I think people are just
because I got Scully tonight.
It's the hat. Yeah.
Big shout.
So again, we're gonna close out this live stream.
Yeah.
I did want to bring up one thing.
Go ahead.
And that is...
We never can end the podcast.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Because you mentioned the gym, and I just want to let everyone know, I have gone to the gym for 3 weeks in a row, and I've only missed 2 days of the gym.
Wow, that's a round of applause right there, man. Shout out.
What's important is Guy's sister Nina was on this podcast right before September, before we went to Vegas. We were about 2 weeks out from leaving for Vegas. So that's end of August or early September he was on the podcast. He told me 21 days to form a habit. Now, clearly, I didn't start that habit because then you fast forward about 3 months later, and I decided Halloween came around. Everyone called me DJ Khaled. I know I dressed up as him for Halloween, but it really hurt me because it made me feel like I'm a lot fatter than I am. And I know I'm fat to begin with, but But DJ Khaled, when I look at him, he's huge. So the fact that I felt like everyone was like looking at me.
Joe,
like
I said you're not fat. You're pleasantly plump.
Well, I don't know what happened, but that night it really bothered me. And it probably was
Halloween?
also because Halloween is what it is.
You think it was the dime pieces we were surrounded by?
That's what was about to come out of my mouth.
Maybe like, I don't know.
Really attractive girls calling me fat really hit home.
Damn.
So from that day, I left there, and no joke, I've been going hard. I only missed 2 days in 3 weeks. Now, the diet is not started, but I'm not going to Wendy's or anything like that, but I'm not eating, like, exceptionally well. But I have gone to the gym every single day over the course of 25 days, with the exception of 2 days. And you can ask Rob, I've been with him. I'm actually going hard. I'm not half-assing it. I have not noticed any kind of weight loss whatsoever. But I am noticing I am getting a lot stronger. I'm feeling a lot better about myself. My stomach feels flatter, even though the weight's not gone.
You're building a muscle. You're building a muscle underneath the fat, bro.
And I know it's only been 3 weeks, but I'm past that 21-day mark. So I'm really hoping this winter I actually stick with it. I can't tell you the last time I went 3 weeks straight of going to the gym. It's been years. My last run was like 6 months ago when I was talking all that smack in the group chat and all that stuff. I only went for like 2.5 weeks that round. So maybe this is it. And I'm just happy that I kind of like made it into my routine now. And I'm just hoping I can see actual... I'll be happy if you guys actually notice one day and start telling me I look like I lost weight.
Well,
Then I'll
that's
know.
when it becomes
Yeah.
like an addiction. When
Yeah.
you start seeing results and hearing people say results, dude, you're gonna like want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, Jimmy Triceps who?
Exactly.
People, yeah, that's the ultimate motivation is the mirror. But when people say, "Yo, you're fucking doing this," the only thing that I hate is when people are like, "Yo, did you lose weight?" Like when I'm leaning out, I'm like trying to get ready for vacation. People are like,
to the gym.
"People are like, are
To
you
the guy
getting
behind
skinny?"
the counter.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he was like leaning out like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you lost weight.
Yeah, you lost a lot of weight, bro. You got to know how to word
I
these
know.
things. Like, yo, you leaning out or what, man? You look good. So, anyways, guys, we're going to close out this podcast. Thank you so much for everyone that hung out with us in the live stream. Thank you for all the super chatters. I know we only had one tonight, but I see you guys. And thank you for everyone who's listening on iTunes. Make sure you give us a 5-star review. Leave us that comment, and maybe next week we will read your comment live on the show. For Ray Vegas, for Ray Worldwide, for Vinny Bag of Chips, for the Pody, for Joey Bag of Donuts.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Stay safe Wednesday night. Everyone's gonna go party, get fucking wild.
Biggest drinking night of the
Be
year.
careful.
Yeah.
Uber everywhere.
Yeah, definitely Uber, even if you got to pay 3 times the amount that Uber would normally cost, just pay it.
Yeah.
It's
Get
a
drunk
lot
with
cheaper than a DUI.
It's cheaper to
And
throw
losing
up
your
in
life.
an Uber and pay the fee than die.
Yeah,
And
that is true.
or risk someone else who wasn't drunk's life.
Exactly.
Facts.
So, this is Robert Frank, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Be on the lookout for a Black Friday video that I will drop Thursday night. Double tap it, comment, and go buy some shit on my store. Love you guys. Later.